Sup Tho.
Hey guys, sorry I didn't post a video last week. If you follow my newly made Snapchat, you know that I was in Hawaii for a wedding. And no, I'm not saying that just to plug my Snapchat. I hate it when people are constantly promoting their own Snapchat.
Good thing we only keep our shit on the side.
So yeah, I was in Hawaii for a wedding. I don't know why I'm so dark right now. So I apologize for not posting. And also I'm sick. But anyway, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about having to break bad news to people. It's literally one of the hardest things that you have to do in life. Yet it's something that we all have to do. I honestly think it's harder to deliver bad news to someone than it is to actually receive it. And if you've been in that situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Breaking bad news to people just sucks. It's one of the worst feelings ever. Which is why I came up with this video, to not just help you, but myself as well. Here's some tips and techniques to make it a little easier on you guys the next time you have to break bad news to someone. Take a look.
Alright, here we go.
First up, we got probably the most common technique that people use. The good news and bad news technique. To deliver bad news to people. Gotta give them some good news as well to cheer them up. Because no matter how bad the bad news is, there's always good news. You just have to find it.
Yep, he's right.
I got some good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Give me the bad news.
Well, you know how I just left to go get us lattes from Starbucks?
Yes.
Well, in the parking lot, I kinda hit a kid.
What? Are you serious?
I fled the scene, but they definitely have your license plate on file, and they're probably on the way here now.
Damn.
But there's still good news.
How could there possibly be any good news?
Got the
I got the lattes.
Yup.
Oh yeah, that's right. They spilled when I hit that kid.
Damn.
Now there's different levels of bad news. Obviously, some are worse than others. For this technique, all you have to do is give fake terrible news right before you give the actual bad news. So by comparison, the actual bad news is not that bad. Hey G?
Yeah?
They're not making a Frozen 2.
Oh, well, that sucks.
And also, I kind of ran over your dog on the way here.
Damn.
Wait, before you get mad, they are making a Frozen 2. Your dog's still dead, though.
Damn, bro.
One of the worst ways you can break bad news to someone is by just surprising them. With this technique, you're going to give them a warning that bad news is coming so that they can mentally prepare for it. All you have to do is start your conversation off with a very cliche line, such as, yeah, there's no easy way to say this, but indubitably.
Indubitably, I'm a
What does that word?
Indubitably.
Yeah. Without a doubt, or for sure.
I know what it means, but why are you trying to say it?
Oh, because your girlfriend's cheating on you.
Damn.
Are you sure?
Indubitably. There really is no easy way to say that word. The good news, bad news, and even worse news technique. Sometimes when you have really, really bad news, you don't want to overwhelm the person, so you're going to want to break it up into pieces.
Or like never been through it.
You give it to them in parts. So instead of giving them extremely awful news, you just give them bad news and even worse news. Like we mentioned earlier, it doesn't hurt to sprinkle a little good news in there.
I heard it before.
I don't know what that was. So, I have some good news, some bad news, and some even worse news.
That is not really that one I hear.
The good news is that your son is still alive. So.
Oh my god, still alive? What happened?
Well, that's the bad news. Do you know that now, or I thought you wanted the good news?
What does it matter? Tell me what happened.
Okay, well, the bad news is your son has been hit by a car in a Starbucks parking lot.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Starbucks parking lot.
Ask for the good news first, not the bad news.
Saying he's still alive without even knowing isn't good news.
You haven't even heard the even worse news yet.
How could it be worse?
Well, the even worse news is that I lied about the good news.
Oh.
Now, if you
That's
still can't
fucked
figure out
up.
how to use these techniques, I made it even easier. I asked a bunch of you on Twitter for some of the worst news that you ever had to break. And judging by those tweets, I came up with some of the most common situations that people find themselves in when they have to break bad news. Here are some pre-made examples that you guys can use when you're in that situation. Like when grandma's tests come in. You got your grandmother's test results back and, well, she passed.
So she's going to be okay?
No.
But you just said she passed and she got an A.
Got A+.
She passed.
A plus way.
She passed away.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And you, Dana, do take Gregory to be your husband.
I do.
And by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Wait, I have something to say. I have terrible news. There's no easy way to say this.
Wi-Fi.
Ow!
The Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, I get it. The Wi-Fi.
What are you doing?
You know how I love Star Wars and I believe in the Force?
Yes.
And ever since we've been married, I've been trying to get you to finally watch it.
I'm still not going to.
Right, which is why I believe this belongs to you.
What is that?
A divorce.
May divorce be with you. Can't just do the same move over and over.
I'm so with. Hey, you're cheating.
What kind of controller was
I really
that?
am, though. When it's the highlight of his day.
Oh.
The park is closed today.
Yeah, man.
The park is
You're the
closed.
boss. Sir, what are you doing?
I'm gonna light this ring around you on fire.
Why?
Because I'm firing you.
What? Okay,
Damn.
honestly, these are jokes. I took it a little too far. You're not gonna light someone on
'Cause I'm
fire.
firing
This video actually
you.
started off kind of realistic, and then I had too much fun with it. Sorry, guys. But anyways, truth is, there is no easy way to break bad news to someone. Best way you can do it is by just getting straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush. It's like
He's
ripping
right,
off a
he's
band-aid.
right.
You just do it one time really fast and get it over with. And you also hope that you're not hairy, because that hurts more.
Look, I have to get back to work in 10 minutes. What is it?
It'll be quick, I promise.
Okay, well then what's up?
So I have some bad news.
What is that?
Your newspaper, it got wet outside, so it's pretty bad news now.
Scared me. For a second, I thought you really meant bad news.
Well, to be honest, I actually do have more bad news. From your neighbors. I don't know, do you want to give this to them or? Okay. But listen, there is something I need to tell you, and it's pretty upsetting.
Upsetting? What is it?
I just told you, it's upsetting. You're kind of slouching. You should sit up because your back is not good for your back, you know?
Okay.
But anyway, the real reason why I called you out here is because, well, your parents, it's not looking good.
My parents? What do you mean it's not looking good?
Your parents, they've definitely seen better days.
What happened?
Your parents is just a bit
That's
messy.
fucked up.
Just tell me what happened. What is
Okay,
it?
fine, it's your hair.
My hair? What does this have to do with my
What are
parents?
you talking about? If your hair has everything to do with your appearance, I think
Oh my
it could also
gosh.
be your posture. You kind of slouching again. You went back to doing. You want me to tell you something upsetting again so you remember it's not, you know.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Well, I mean, that's two different answers. It's no and yes, because no, I'm not kidding you, and yes, I am serious. You are still slouching.
Is this supposed to be funny to you? Is this supposed to be a joke? Breaking bad news is not supposed to be funny.
Well, I know that. It's under drama. I say thriller.
What?
Suspense. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I know it's not a comedy. It's not supposed to be funny. It's like a serious show. And you do know the show's over, right? So there's no
You
why.
did? Yeah, I knew he was.
It's under the new category.
I'm done.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm going back to work. I'm so over this. You made me worry for nothing. You made it seem like you were going to give me bad news and you didn't.
I mean, technically, I did give you bad news. Remember your neighbor's bad news too.
Goodbye.
Okay, fine. Gee, just wait. Okay, I really do have something important to tell you.
I swear to God, Ryan, if this is another...
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, it really isn't. Look, I'm sorry.
Here
I guess I just
goes.
made all these jokes because I don't know how to break bad news to people. I just hate seeing people get upset, especially people I actually care about.
It's part of life, Ryan. Everyone has to do it.
I know.
I can take it. You just have to be honest with me and stop with the joking around.
Okay.
This just like turned into a TV show. It's like.
It wasn't a joke. I lied.
Something really happened to my parents?
Oh, no, not that.
Are you really cheating on me?
No, of course not.
Then what is it?
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is I already talked to your boss, and he said you don't have to go back in today given the circumstances.
Okay, what are the circumstances?
Oh, that's the bad news. You know those bad newspapers from earlier?
What about them?
They weren't actually soggy from the rain outside.
Huh?
He's firing you.
What?
Oh.
So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you want to see
Oh
Cooper's
my
reactions,
God.
please go
What
to
the
right.
hell
If you
is
see the
going on in
previous
that
Go to
video?
the right, and if not, then you don't have to do anything. Just log
Oh,
on
yeah, I remember
on
that.
Snapchat and check out Real Life.
Always a circle with him.
I think the part that I was like, oh, that's fucked up, is when he was like, I have really bad news for you. And then he goes, well, your parents have seen brighter days. That's so fucked up.
It
Like,
is.
what do you mean? What happened to my parents? Your parents have seen brighter days. It's like, oh my gosh. But this video was pretty cool. How long was this video?
About 8 minutes, almost time.
This was pretty fucking amazing. Amazing 8 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much, I like taking blunt news now. I remember when I was younger, I didn't really like hearing bad news too much, so I had people sugarcoat it for me.
He was a sugarcoating kind of guy.
No,
That was just a joke.
blunt kind of person.
He's
No.
a blunt guy. He's a blunt guy now. It's like no.
No.
He at first he was a sugar guy. He's a sugar guy. Now he's a blunt guy. It was just a joke.
It's a joke, okay?
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank, bro. Nah, but in all honesty, this video was dope. How do you break bad news to people? When's the last time you had to break some bad news?
I think when I quit Chipotle.
That was bad news?
Yeah, well, to them it was,
Oh.
not to me. But I'm usually blunt about it. I don't sugarcoat it.
Well,
When last time you had to break some bad news?
it's been a while. I stay in my lane.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
When last time you ever received any bad news?
Not like life, like devastating.
No, I don't know, any type of bad news, I don't know.
I don't know, like
No?
another time. It was about to turn into like this deep like thought, and the camera was going to like zoom into my face, and I'm just thinking. But yeah, just I don't know. Let us know how you receive. Let us know your reaction to bad news. Like, how do you feel about receiving bad news, and how do you go about telling somebody bad news? You know what I mean? Are you like straightforward, like, yo,
I killed your dog.
you can't die. Yo, your cousin broke his leg. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's time for us to start.
Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions.
How did you feel about this video?
Are you subscribed to Niga Higa? Are you subscribed?
Oh, he said scrub. Have you seen this video before, and did you come here for our reaction? Number 3 is important.
What was your favorite part of this video?
I don't know, that was a lot of bad news. Good news.
Yeah. I don't know, I don't have a favorite part. I like this whole video, but I received good news, I received bad news, but I never received bad news.
I've never had good news, bad news, and worse news. So let us know if you've gone through that situation. But I've only had good and bad news, not good, bad, and worse. That's fucked up.
Oh, how would you? Question for you and you all out there. What would you ask first? For bad news first or good news first?
Bad.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah. Answer that question.
That's a
in the
good
comment
question.
section.
That's a very good question.
Answer that in the comment section below. But as always, keep it cool.
Keep it classy.
And we love you.
Stay awesome.
Always.
And forever, bro.